ESPN and ABC is your destination for the NBA playoffs tomorrow. First at 1 Eastern on ESPN, Ben Gordon and the Bulls face Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics. And at 3 o'clock Eastern on ABC, Rip Hamilton and the Pistons take on King James and the Cavaliers. The NBA playoffs, first round on ESPN and ABC and ESPN360.com tomorrow, and continues all weekend. Moving in on lap 50, just about a fourth of the way through, and there is the 12 car of Justin Allgaier, the rookie who started back in a backup car in 42nd.
He is coming to you, right front, right side.
He has now gone by the 18 car, and you hear the complaints still emanating from Kyle Busch.
Yeah, he's sure he's got a problem now. He's coming in, he says, next time.
And one of the problems is now he's over 12 seconds behind the leader, so he's going to lose even more time. They're probably just going to do right side tires here, because it looks like that right front is down. It looked like coming off the track. It's hard to tell right here.
It's hard to tell. Well, I think I'd have to get 4 tires. I'm going to bring it down.
Now my transmission's stuck in 4th gear.
Uh-oh. Well, from bad to worse. You heard him say his transmission stuck in 4th gear.
Right sides only, guys. Right sides only.
The problem with that is get his pit road speed, make sure he didn't speed.
Leave that right side up, Tate. Leave that right side up. Grab a jack stand. Go back over there. Get it up.
See the official tell them they needed a jack stand over there.
Bring me a jack stand.
Yeah, you don't let those guys get under the car without a jack stand.
Drop it. Let's go. Let him down. Let him down. Let him down. Let's go.
Right, costly mistakes there. And mistake, I say that with the transmission. That's a part and piece that you like to think is pretty bulletproof these days, but they can get hung up, especially as the driver's coming in and trying to maybe grab some gears. You can get it hung up, the linkage hung up there, and what happened.
He will be scored 2 laps behind the leaders now if he can get back up to speed where they can get back around him. Back in 35th position.
His only chance at the race tonight of having anything good is if this thing goes green for a while and he can get one of those laps back as the other guys up front have to make a green flag pit stop. But
right now they're trying to figure out on the right over there if they really had a flat or what the problem really was. They're checking the tire temps right here. They're looking for a hole.
'20 car, 33 for 3rd position, Logano and Harvick will take it away.
Now, Harvick's car looked really good on the apron of the racetrack coming off the corner, and that's where a lot of these guys are going to race. They'll race completely below that line.
And that's when you know Kevin Harvick's good here. We've seen him run well here in the past, and he really, when he gets that thing, those left side tires below the apron, that's when Kevin Harvick's hooked up. What's he saying, Vince?
Well, what he's really saying is how much he wishes he wouldn't have lost 5 spots during that first pit stop. That was really under his skin, and you know the pit crew has been a problem for Kevin Harvick throughout the course of this season, an issue that they have addressed on multiple occasions. He says the car is good. It's just a shame he had to pick up 5 spots that he lost in the pits. Those words were stinging in that pit box, I can assure you.
Well, he did lose a few spots on that last stop, but he did win the race the last time he drove this car, and he won it off pit road. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, and it was early, so they have plenty of time to make this up.
Yeah, that's the good thing is it did happen early, but as a driver, you know how difficult it is to race and pass here, and you don't want to have to use up your car and take chances whenever things like that. But we will say, whenever he won at Bristol, his pit crew stepped up and got him out in front, and that may help make the difference.
And you see Kyle Busch going on the outside now with those fresh right side tires, able to go by with some of these guys that now have about 45 laps on their tires.
And, you know, sometimes he might not have had a flat, but sometimes you just get a tire that doesn't work, and that might be the situation here that just gave him that feeling. The right front wouldn't stick, and he thought that the tire was going flat.
Yeah, but it's so rare to have one that far off unless there's a real problem with it. I'd be surprised if they didn't have it going down or something wrong.
Oh, he slips up across the racetrack there and gathers it back in. Now, coming into tonight, Kyle Busch had drawn to within 23 points of Carl Edwards in the standings, and by leading a little bit ago, he was within 13 points. Now he is being shown 152 points back, but still in 2nd spot.
Amazing how things change. Carl Edwards creates an accident that almost got himself involved that could have been disastrous to him. And then Kyle Busch does have problems, but Carl Edwards is taking advantage of this right now. He's way out front. Mike?
Yeah, he's taking advantage of it, but he may have some problems of his own, DJ. Listen in on his radio. Seems like there may be some concern in the 60 cam.
10-4. I got a little bit of a vibration or rear end, like a drive line or rear gear or something. I'll keep track of it. Yeah, something's definitely amiss in the rear end.
And right now the 60 car cruising along, but Carl has cautioned his team, told them to be ready and have some rear end parts ready to go in case they have to make a stop. Right now he may seem strong, but there may be a problem brewing.
Yeah, he may have a loose wheel on that car too, Mike. Just watching that car get down in the corner, it looked like the left rear was shaking. I don't know if that's part of the vibration or a symptom of it.
So the car second in the points has had issues and is now being shown 2 laps down. That is Kyle Busch. And the points leader and race leader may be having a problem develop with the rear end of his car. Stay tuned. The vibration apparently getting worse for Carl Edwards. 60 laps in. We'll be back with more from Phoenix in just a moment.